I love the movie Sinister, but it's really hard for me to take that movie seriously when the villain's name is Bagul.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome to another hard review, and I'm back here to talk about The Boogeyman. This is the latest Stephen King adaptation to come out in theaters. Last summer, we had Firestarter, which sucked. Now we have The Boogeyman. The most popular person in this movie is Chris Messina, who you might recognize as the detective from Devil. That's what I recognize him from. It tells the story of a family. There's a dad, there is a teenage daughter, and then a little girl daughter, like 8, probably 7, 8. And they lost the mom. The mom passed away, and they're like having a really hard time with that. It's really sad and miserable. Suddenly they sound like they're like have like a ghost haunting them, like the little boogeyman, and he does not like the light, I guess. They're just really having a hard time being people, with their grief. Now there's a demon after them. This movie kind of blows. Like I was really bored the whole time. It's not really scary. There's a lot of jump scares in it, which is super duper lazy. I kind of came to the conclusion while watching it where I was like, who is this for? Like who wants this? You know what I mean? Because I get it, it's one of those PG-13 horror movies, so you're like, oh, teens probably like this. The main character is a girl who's a teen, and she's in high school dealing with like having friends and bullies and whatnot, so they'll be able to relate to this movie. But like, I don't know, me and my friends when we were teenagers didn't want to go to the movie theater over the summer to watch a movie about grief and sadness. Teens, they want like Scream 6. That's what they want, okay? They want a bunch of hot people running around getting murdered. It's funny sometimes. I'm not saying that we should exclusively make movies like that. I'm just saying that I think that this movie is for nobody. Like, who want the boogeyman? Oh, you're afraid of the boogeyman? The design of the creature was so uninspired. It like looked just like the Crooked Man, or like, honestly, it reminded me of that movie Come Play, the one with Britta from Community from 2020. I actually really like that one. Just the long armed thing with the 2 red eyes, and it's like that all the time, and it's got a face that, whatever, man. This movie was boring. So boring. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stand this one. I'm sick and tired of these exact same horror movies coming out. Like, we get it, you're sad. Now that sadness is being personified in the form of some monster, and by the end of the movie we're gonna defeat the monster by overcoming our grief and moving on as a unit. Shut up. I've seen this movie before. It's not very good. I get it. If you go in this movie with like super low expectations and you get like a fine, because it's fine, it's not offensive or anything like that. I just didn't think that it meant anything. Like, it didn't have any impact on me whatsoever. The last moment of the movie is funny, but then they cut to like the credits song is Burning Love. You're really hard pressed to get me to understand why that movie ends with Burning Love. Whatever, don't care. Bad movie, 2 out of 5. Don't see this one. Stop adapting Stephen King stories just because he's a big name. Is that your franchise? That's your franchise right there. Hey guys, brand recognition. Stephen King did this, but if you keep producing shit like this in Firestarter, people are gonna go watch your silly, stupid horror movies that you clearly put no effort or care into whatsoever. So don't watch this one. 2 out of 5. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what your favorite Stephen King movie is. Mine, I actually really like Misery when I watched it for the first time recently. I know Shawshank is a Stephen King movie, and that's obviously the right answer. But my favorite personally is going to be the It movie, the first part. I really love that movie. I thought it was equally terrifying and hilarious. I love the performances in that movie. I love it visually. I think that there's a lot of great stuff there. And one of my favorite horror movies of the 2010s, if I'm being honest. So, yeah.